It is a wild day today in Ottawa. There's a lot of major issues happening here that you need to be aware of. Before I get into them, and I'm going to remind you several times, because of Bill C-18, you cannot see news on this platform. Google is about to block the news. Facebook is blocking news because of Justin Trudeau's Bill C-18. So just a reminder, it is so important to click on the links that I've put in the video description. I've got a whole article outlining what happened on what I'm about to talk to you about. Please click subscribe, because as this day is unfolding, as like all of these wild things are happening, it's really important for you to stay in the know. And the best way for me to do that is to be able to directly communicate with you. It's more important than ever with all this stuff that's happening today for you to click subscribe on the link in the video feed. I'll put it in the comments after I'm done. It is free. Please allow me to stay in contact with you. Okay, first of all, update number one. Yesterday, and there's virtually no mainstream media coverage of this, yesterday in the House of Commons, the Liberals attempted to erase history. So the Liberal House Leader put forward a motion in the House of Commons to attempt to strike any evidence of what the Speaker of the House of Commons did on Friday in honoring a person who fought with Nazi forces during World War II. They wanted to erase this from the Hansard, the official record of Parliament of Canada. They wanted to erase it from all of the multimedia feeds. It's really important for you to understand that this happened and to know that this happened. So the link in the video description is an article from my colleague, Marty Morantz. He is a member of Parliament from Winnipeg. He's also a member of the Jewish community, and he has some really powerful thoughts about why we cannot erase history in this regard. I ask you and I beg you to read it so that A, you know what happened. It's really important for you to know what the Liberal government did. In that article, there's also a link to the actual video of all of this going down and them trying to silence Marty as he was trying to get out a message about why we cannot erase history. Please click subscribe on the link in the video feed. There's virtually no mainstream media coverage of this. When you click subscribe, you help me beat Justin Trudeau's news bans with Bill C-18. It's free. It allows me to communicate with you. Then you get these updates, and it's not Justin Trudeau or Facebook algorithms or whatever telling you what's happening. But they tried to erase history yesterday. Please click on the link in the video description. Please read this. Please arm yourself with information. Canadians need to know that this happened. We did fight it. We did manage to shut it down. Crazy. Okay. The second thing is that there's a lot of news reports that Speaker Anthony Rota is going to resign this afternoon. We don't have that news yet, but all political parties, I think, have called for this. But I want you to read I want to read to you Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre's most recent statement on this. This came out about an hour ago, and he posted it on Twitter or X, whatever it's called these days. He said, Trudeau and his Liberal speaker have brought shame on Canada. The Liberal speaker will have to resign. So this is Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre calling for the resignation of the Liberal speaker. But this is the important part of the statement, and I want to break this down for you. But that does not excuse Justin Trudeau's failure to have his massive diplomatic and intelligence apparatus vet and prevent honoring a Nazi. So this is Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre really laying down what the core of the matter is here. The Liberals are trying to pin this stain on our country that is making international news, that has all of our allies questioning whether or not our country has its act together. They're trying to pin it all on Anthony Rota. But Pierre Poilievre, the leader of the Conservative Party, is right in this. What happened on Friday, the House of Commons was not formally sitting. This was a diplomatic event that the Prime Minister's office would have had control over with their protocol office. The fact that they failed to vet this person and to vet, like, the fact that he certainly vet him at all, but then vet the fact that he was lauded from the floor of the House of Commons with how many countless people, public servants that are in the Foreign Affairs Department, Defense Department, Public Safety Department, and in the Protocol Office. It's a little crazy. So Mr. Poilievre is making a very good point here, and it's really important that as this story develops, that you understand that what politically is happening here is that Justin Trudeau is trying to blame the Speaker. The international community is not looking at the Speaker of the House of Commons for this level of a failure on a state visit like this that happened. They're looking at Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and not once has Prime Minister Justin Trudeau taken any accountability for this. He's entirely drove the bus over the speaker, and the international community and you don't believe that. So this really there has to be some accountability from Justin Trudeau's office too. This was in their bailiwick. They had the resources to do this and they failed to do it. They are just trying to pin the blame on someone else, and that's like, all of our allies aren't going to, like, nobody buys that. Nobody buys that. So it has to go beyond this. So this story is evolving. Again, it's really important for you because of Bill C-18. It's important for me as a member of parliament to be able to directly communicate with you. The link is in the video description. Read that article, click subscribe, ask someone else to click subscribe. This is how I can communicate with you now that Justin Trudeau's censorship bills are in place. They're alive and well in this parliament. So it is so important to click subscribe. I wrote 2 pieces yesterday for you. I will try and make sure that all of the going on in the House of Commons, that I am giving you updates as much as I can so that you can stay informed. But just to reemphasize, we are pushing hard for action. In the link to the video description as well too, I know there's some comments about, well, what happened? How did this Nazi thing happen anyways? There's another article that I also wrote. You can click through on the link. There's a whole list of articles about all of the details on what happened, how this happened, and what needs to be done going forward. So big issues happening here in Ottawa. I'm doing my best to keep you informed. Click on the link in the video description, click subscribe, and also share this video. Working hard for you in Ottawa. Have a great day.